Hey guys, how's it going? This is Team Criminal Minds introducing ourselves to the YouTube. It's Shuffle Shuffle and Godfather right now. Shuffle Shuffle, why don't you say hi?
Hey there.
We're bringing you guys gameplay against Nerdy, Convict, Jeffy, and Dweeby. Shuffle Shuffle, tell them your little, outcome of the gameplay, what you thought of it.
Well, it was a good gameplay. They're a good team. They've beat me in MW2 when I was 69 and 0, gave me the first hard loss. I mean, they're all around a good team. They've stuck together for, let's say, what, couple years now?
About a year actually, man, I would believe. If it's from MW2, yeah, about a year. And that's actually pretty impressive nowadays, because a lot of teams split up. But,
Yep.
you know, we actually did this whole chemistry team. Did not go with the best record. Gotta be
Nope.
honest.
Nope.
But at the end of the day, we wanted to figure out who we wanted to play with and who we felt comfortable with. And by that, we do not rage at each other and we're all lovey-dovey. Because if you find a team like that, please message me now and teach me. Because I've never met one team like that. Unless if they're a pro team and they've been together since COD 4. But again, that's COD 4. This is MW 3. That's like 6 years in the making. Um, Throughout this gameplay, we actually ended up making a comeback against them from 1-3 to 4-3. And I gotta be honest, I didn't do the greatest this game. Shuffle Shuffle and Vibe did. I ended up dropping 3-5, but so did Artifact. But at the end of the day, as long as you're just dropping 3 kills, man, it could actually make the world's biggest outcome. Because at the end of the game, I ended up getting the last 2 game-winning kills, which helped us. And so did Shuffle Shuffle. But Shuffle Shuffle, take it from here, man.
Well, we want to also introduce our YouTube and explain what we're going to be doing with it. And well, basically, we are going to be showing you guys some of the best gameplays that we can possibly get you so that you're interested. And, I'll get some tourney gameplays for everyone to see. Some also pro scrims against Envious and stuff. I scrimmed Envious today. Got shit on, but, learned a lot off of it.
Yeah, man.
And what else?
Definitely. Believe it or not, there's a lot of things that you can learn from pro teams and even bad teams, man, like the 1-7 kids. Because I guarantee you, there's tons of players out there right now that have beaten like 40-0 teams and have lost to that 1-8 team, or that 16-30 team, or that
Yep.
14-40 team. And the thing is, man, is you can't always just be like, oh, I'm good against good players only. You got to be able to adapt to a bad player style all at the same time. If you're able to adapt, that makes you one hell of a player and really, really hard to beat if you could adapt to a person's game style. What do you think on that outcome, Shuffle?
No, that's totally right. If you're the only player that says, "Oh, I'm only trying against the good teams," blah blah blah, whatever, you're really not a team player. You just rely on your other teammates when you play bad kids or well, let's not say bad kids, just not as experienced players as you are.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, like I said, it doesn't matter on how many kills your teammates drop as long as it's not a donut or a breadstick, man. Because there's times where everybody has gone negative. From the tourney players to tourney stars to even pro players, man. Like, they've all done bad. And then you have other players that are just like, holy crap, they're amazing. But at the same time, you can't always depend only on good teams because you're not a team player. And also, the player that's going after the 50 kills and doesn't care about his team, no offense to you, man, but you're not
Just
a team
stop.
player. Like,
Just
you should
stop.
stop right there. Like, you should do singles instead of team or doubles. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not a good player. So, I've seen a lot of people wondering what does it take to make a great team, or how do you actually get far? Because there's a lot of great teams out there. For MW 3, MW 2, whatever the situation is. Like we said in the beginning, you actually have to find teammates that you're more comfortable with their gaming style. And there's no perfect players out there. Seriously, if there is, send them our way. Like, because there really isn't such player. Um, you just really want to be able to find people that you can play with, feel comfortable, not rage as much, but like me and Shuffle Shuffle will tell you, we're not the perfect players because we rage like 90% of the time whenever we die, especially if like it's from our back and somebody's not doing the right setup. But Shuffle Shuffle, why don't you give your outtake on it?
I don't know. Well, you basically just gotta spend the time to find the right players, and don't play with kids that rage really hard and whatever, because they're just a waste of time, and your team's gonna end up breaking up because of that one person.
And like we said, we also made a chemistry team. For the first time ever, me and Shuffle Shuffle stayed on a team with more than one loss. Usually, what we always did was disband the team, remake, disband the team, and remake, and never actually learned anything, except for just getting even more pissed at each other. But this time, I gotta be honest, I learned a lot of things, a lot of new ways of doing things, how to actually pay better attention to things, how to notice more, like, how people play. And it's easy to sit there and blame everybody for your own mistakes. It's harder to sit there and be like, oh, I messed up this game and I should have actually done this. And I guarantee you, Shuffle Shuffle will even agree with that because
Yep.
we've both done it. A lot of times we blamed other people, but throughout this team, we actually learned who we wanted to play with. And honestly, I'm satisfied. I'm not saying that we're going to be like top page next week. It's going to be a while in the making. But that we're getting better and better with each other, I would have to say yeah, because there's teams that we beat that were just like, holy crap, we didn't even expect it. And then there's teams that we lost to because we were trying certain things out with certain players, and we didn't really know, like, if we wanted to team with them or not. Shuffle Shuffle can tell you himself that a lot of players nowadays have actually gotten really good at this game. I stopped playing for 2 months. Shuffle Shuffle stopped playing for 2 months. We just kind of got bored of the whole game battles thing. We weren't really feeling it at that time. We didn't find anybody that we really wanted to team with except for Artifact, one of our team members. But Shuffle, give your little outtake on it.
Well, it's just basically spend the time, get good, learn how to play as a team, get the chemistry. Don't quit after a loss. Like we don't do that. Go, just keep practicing and practicing.
And you'll actually perfect your skill because the teammate that just leaves after the one loss, first of all, man, he's not a person that you want to team with. I don't care if he dropped like 12 kills. That person is not a person that you want to team with. First of all, he's not a team player, and he's not committed to your team. Because I hear a lot of people talking about how they want to make a dynasty team. If you really want to make a dynasty team, do not look for players that are going to leave after the first loss, even if it's just your best friends. It's better to play with them and have them learn the same way that you're learning. Because I know for a fact, me and Shuffle Shuffle learn every day from new experiences from different teams. And whether they're 14-1 or whether they're 1-20, the more inexperienced players.
Yep.
But throughout this whole thing, basically, we're just trying to give you guys a little bit of advice on not to break up immediately, man. If you really want to go somewhere in this game, you don't want to just sit there and be like, oh, we went 12-1. I'm done. You guys are bad. I'm moving on to another team that's like 32-1. Because you could have had the same record as them. You could have moved forward, and you could have actually been better. I've actually seen a lot of kids that released a lot of players or dropped a lot of players that those players now are tourney stars and would beg to team with them again.
Yep, I've seen that a lot.
But we actually had fun doing this whole thing, telling you guys a little bit. There's going to be a lot more tips and a lot more advice, and like Shuffle Shuffle said, more gameplay, scrims against pro players from his perspective of playing them, tourney advice, tourney gameplays, and Shuffle Shuffle, would you like to add anything else at the end of this?
Nope, just enjoy the rest of the gameplay. We're coming out with tons and tons of good stuff. We'll be telling you how to get better, explaining tons of stuff, and that's about it.
Alright, so guys, we're about to wrap it up here. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll also have our individual links there. Don't forget to subscribe. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my boy Strike Concepts, our graphic sponsor. Bye, guys.